It's almost a year ago to the day that I made my first video about the patch at Alnmouth. So I thought it was quite fitting that I came back to Church Hill to revisit that first video, and really just to give you another look at what is my kind of almost daily walking route. But here we are on the Aln estuary. It is just amazing place. It's just a wonderful place, a place that fills me full of joy every single day I come out, and it's wonderful. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get on with the detail. It's almost high tide here, and a lot of the birds that are using the estuary, are a lot of the wading birds anyway, are going to their high tide roosts. The curlews are kind of just feeding up before they make their long and arduous journey back to Northern Europe. Red shanks are still kind of scurrying around in the marshes as well, but also we're seeing widgeon around here as well. But this is the kind of the lower end of the estuary opposite Waterside Farm. Great place too. And as we swing round, you can see the extent of the high tide. The salt marsh here is really quite important, regionally important, because there are some plants which are found at the northern end of the range here, which is quite something really. But as we swing round, you can see how the river Allen snakes down here, and you can get a glimpse of how Panleazes juts out into the river. And this is a great sort of focal point for some of the bird migration, which we'll hopefully witness later on in the spring. But as we swing round, you can see the salt marsh up there. This is a great spot for widgeon and teal and so forth. But as we keep going round, you'll see how the village of Alnmouth kind of juts out into the river as well, and creates quite an impressive sort of sight as it sits there on the northern bank of the river. And as we come round into the mouth itself, you can see how the river meets the sea, and this meeting of the waters is quite a formidable place, because there's an upwelling of food, and that attracts quite a large number and variety of feeding birds there during the high tides. And as we swing round, we can see the extent of Alnmouth Bay and it's all its glory, and it's absolutely wonderful. And as we swing south, we get a glimpse of Coquet Island just sitting out there, and that will be teeming with seabirds ever so shortly. It'll be actually wonderful. And Biston Links there running south from here, floristically rich, and in the summer it's just a ride of colour. It's absolutely fabulous. So here we are on the Aln estuary, my patch. Take care folks, and gan canny.